All right. Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we left off, we had completed our power plant build and improved our ability to power on our machines. And we were making a bunch of delicious, delicious heavy industrial frames. We're going to have to start today working on something new, which is going to be computers. So first things first, let's take our delightful heavy industrial frames back to town. I think we'll leave a little bit of room here. And we're gonna take these back and stick them into a conveyor belt over here, or a container over here where we can get access to them. Now this is interesting. Why? Guess that's not aimed correctly. All right, there we go. Having some problems with the lineup here. There's this little curve. Not sure what that's about. Let me try and fix this. All right, so what I want is to go this way with a little bit of room on the side to walk. There we go. That looks good. Okay, this looks more effective. So yeah, for the computers, well, for the heavy industrial frames, I did my own math. I came up with my own recipe, but for the computers, I ended up saying, okay, we did that once. That's enough. Let's use a tool. So I used a tool to visualize the flow, and I'll show you what I came up with a little bit later. But basically, all we're going to need is deuterium and oil. All our computers are going to be made out of deuterium and oil. So we have the alternate recipes. One of them is waiting to be researched at the MAM, but we can do that. And we have a deuterium node nearby that I don't think we're fully exploiting. The question is whether I can get enough out of it. I'm not 100% on that. I think we can, but I might have to go find another deuterium node and ship the ore closer to the oil. There's plenty of oil up in the Spire Coast, so we'll be using some of that. It's close to our factory too, which is handy. And once we have computers set up, we'll be done with tier 6. It'll be time to move on to the next phase. Well, I say that, but I'm going to have to do the adaptive control units first. But I'll probably use a boutique factory for that and knock those out pretty quickly with summer sloops and overclocking. Red Rax, hello. Welcome back to the channel, buddy. Good to see you again. Thanks for showing up this early. Well, it's early for me. I don't know where you live. How's your day going? All right, let's figure out which container we're putting these into. Looks like we don't have anything planned for this guy. Let's go ahead and put computers in here. You're going to be computers. There we go. No, I'm sorry, heavy industrial frames. And then it's right over there. I think well, do we run under the ground or do we come up and over? If we come up and over, we can kind of run a belt through here. Snake it through here and then connect up over there. All right, let's try that. So we want this two right around here. We want to bring it through here if we can. Conveyor belt is too steep. I'd like to see it snake this way. Oh, we got a problem there. Okay, we'll bring it down here. And then we can take this over. Like this. And then bring it down and connect it up. I think we'll bring it over like this. And there we go. Okay, we have storage for our heavy industrial frames now. That's good news. So next up, what do I want to do next? I wanted to unlock the research, and I wanted to get started on one of the milestones that we don't particularly care about. So let's wrap up monorails here with motors, heavy industrial beams, steel beams, and steel pipes. So let's start with the motors. Now, how many of these do I have? Quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually enough. I probably only need 2 of these, so I'll take 2 more for me. And then we'll have what we need. Heavy industrial beams, we're going to need quite a few. I need some for me and some for the project. So 500 for the project. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And why don't I get 5 more for me? Beams and pipes. We're going to need 1,000. I have probably more than I need here, so we'll go 1, 2, 3 like that. And then beams. I probably have more than I need here too. Yeah, so we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. That should be enough to get the milestone going. In 10 minutes from now we can do another one, but there's monorails unlocked for now.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother.
Wow. She took a meme from the community and put it in. Love that. Okay. We are going to need, I don't think I have a hard drive to scan. We are going to need, I believe it's Caterium circuit boards. Yes, this. We're going to need this. Select reward. Okay. And let me show you guys, what I'm working with here. So this is my design for the current build that we're working on. So we're going to get 11.25 computers per minute. We can double that to 22.5 with summer sloops to build up an early stockpile. But you can see here, we're going to need crude oil to make plastic and rubber. We're also going to have a byproduct of fuel, which we can burn off in a generator. And the plastic goes into the Caterium circuit board recipe we just unlocked, along with some quick wire, which we're going to need, for which we are going to need Caterium. The circuit boards and the rubber go into the alternate Caterium computer manufacturers, and that gets us our output. So that's where we're starting. Let's make sure we have both recipes here. So if I search for circuit board, I have the Caterium circuit board, and if I search for computer, I have the Caterium computer, so we're good to go there. All right. We know we've got plenty of oil up there. The next question is Caterium. So let's take a look at our existing Caterium node, figure out how much of it we're using and how much we need. We have SAM and uranium there. This is already claimed. There's another one over here if we need it. And there's another one over there as well. This one would probably be the one to use. But let's head towards the exploited one and see how much of it we're actually using. Okay, so it's that node over there. I don't know if we have a Mark II miner over here. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. So we're going to check out what we're doing with this normal node and how much more we can get out of it. Yeah, you can't slide on an upslope. All right, so what are you? You are a Mark II. You're at 300 per minute, so you're already getting as much as you possibly can. The question is, how much are we using? Probably more than we can afford for this build. We probably need to grab another node here. So we already have Mark IV belts, which is a good thing. Pulling all this ore back. It is on the move, so we are using some of it. Let's go take a look. I can't remember what all our quick wire's going into, but it's going into various things. Yeah. So right now we're using 1, 2, 3, 4 constructors worth. 90 per minute. So theoretically that's 360. Which I think is, unless some of these aren't overclocked, 63, 45, 90, and 90. So 180 plus 180 plus 60 is 240, plus 45 is like 280 and change. So that's using all of that Caterium. Now, obviously, we're not going completely nuts on using all of these ingots. Some of them are available to spare. What are we actually pulling this quick wire into? Well, it sort of doesn't matter. We're gonna have to get another node going. And we're gonna need more oil, but there should be tons and tons of oil down here in the Spire Coast. So let's take a look at oil. Figure out what we want to use. Those 3 are taken, or those 4 are taken. There's more over there that we're not using. So it looks like the Spire Coast is the area we're going to be kind of building in or near. Because we'll have our refinery setups down here. And we're going to need to transport Caterium, or rather Quickwire, from somewhere else. So if we take a look at this, this build again, we need 210 Caterium ore to make basically 200 Quickwire per minute. Okay. Why don't we come over to this node? Let's just double check what the node strength is over here. It's over in this direction. That one's accounted for. That's a normal node. We have a normal node over here. All right, that should suffice for our needs. And that one's too far away. This one we can get down and over into this location. All right. So let's head over to that node and kind of check things out. Not sure exactly where this node is. We should be able to see it. Unless it's up really high. Yeah, it might be kind of high up here. $500 meters this way? Is it up on top of this? It might be. It might be up near the uranium, which would be very bad. Because then we can't really use it. Because if it's irradiated, everything that it touches will gain radiation as well. Can I get all the way up here on one turbo fuel? No. Okay. I might be able to do it if I feather my way up. You can get quite a bit higher if you feather. Have I opened you? I have. Okay. See if we can find this Caterium node. It does seem like it's up top here. I hope it's not near the uranium. It might be up top with the uranium, which is... Wow, we'll have to see whether it's irradiated or not. Wait, have I... It might be... Hold on. Oh, no, it's... I'm right on top of it. It's underneath here. Okay. This I'm not sure about how to access. Is it under this arch? Or where is it? $161 this way. Okay. Hold on, I'm a bit confused. I think it's down... Yeah, okay, it's down under here. Alright, that makes more sense. Wait, where is it? $91. Okay. Here it is. This is the Caterium. Okay, got it. Alright. This I can work with. Let's blow it up. All right. So we'll get started here. We are going to want to take it all the way over into this location. So we're going to want to kind of head that way with the belt. Let's get started mining this. We'll come back for power to power it later. I'm going to need a couple of portable miners here. All right. Let's get started with a miner Mark II on this Caterium node. Something roughly like that works. And then let's get some foundation down. All right, so now we can place you here like this. That looks good. Okay. Let's start building you a little road. Why don't we go ahead and blow up these plants? Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. You can defeat them. Excellent. And then we'll clear a little bit of the local flora. Okay, that looks good. And we can start building this out in the direction we want to go, which is over there towards the Spire Coast. And so we are going to need power here, and we're going to need to power this up. So again, from our recipe, we need 210 and change Caterium ore per minute. Now, I wonder if we want to just make the ingots and then the quick wire locally, because the only thing we actually need from here is the quick wire. So we could smelt and construct locally. That could work. So that gets you to 180. That gets you over 210 and change. Let's just make it a nice even number, like 216. Because we need 210 and a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the idea of building out the smelting locally. I think we'll take the ore out past kind of this area, and then we'll have a little smelting area here. We'll smelt the ore into ingots, and then from there into wire, and then we'll take it out to the coast. Kind of like that idea. We'll build around here for the smelters and the constructors for the quick wire. And then we'll delete whatever we don't need, and then start building our road out to the coast to meet up with the oil and make the computers. All right, so first things first, let's get power down. We want something... We want a power tower somewhere fairly accessible. Not a lot of great spots. Let's see, something like... Hey, Zach Austin, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. Another satisfactory day for exploration and exploitation, hard agree. And Pilachu, welcome back to the channel. Hello to you as well. All right, let's see if we can get a power tower up here. Something fit here, look decent. Not a huge fan of floating platforms, but... Something kind of embedded in the rock, or... That works well enough. Okay. And then we pull from this down to here and start working our way over. Come on down to here. Get this onto the platform. There we go. All right. So now we take the power back to the main grid, get it connected up, and then we have Caterium running. From there, we build our smelters, our constructors, and our quick wire. All right, where am I taking you to get connected up to the grid? Looks like over towards the... Looks like I need to go over towards the heavy industrial frame factory. That seems like a good place to start. And then somewhere high up here, maybe there. That looks pretty decent. Is that... Look at all the pieces fly. That's fun. Okay. Take you over here, maybe. Now we have, there is a, it looks like a limestone node there, so I probably don't want to build right there. Doesn't look like we're using much of this space. How far away is this? I guess this works, but I could go further. I want to make sure we don't break. Yeah, we can go further with this. Looks like I can come to about here. And then we got to get up on there somehow or connect that up. Let's see. Can you reach over to that? Oh, wow, you can. Okay, we'll take it. All right. So, part one, like step one is done. We have Caterium ore. And it is flowing. You got Minecraft Java working? Well, Java's kind of trash, isn't it? I mean, Java, the language, isn't trash, but the management company behind Java is kind of awful, from what I recall. What is the difference between the Java edition of Minecraft and the other editions? What's the base edition with the most features? Is that just like on C++ or something? Okay, good. The Caterium is flowing. So, next up, let's check our recipe. I'm going to need 4.671 Caterium ingot smelters. So we'll call that 4.675 in terms of overflow. I believe I have a template blueprint for smelters. Let's take a look at that. Templates, smelters. Yes, I do have 4 smelters here. Now, how is this organized? Those are mergers, and those are splitters, with the ore coming in from the left. Okay. So we'll bring the belt in, we'll run it around. We'll put one more smelter down. I think that's fine. Get rid of this. Put another one of these down, like so. Another power pole, like that. No. Yeah. Another one of these down. And now we can come down and wrap this up. Okay. So we'll set all of these to be Caterium ingots. And then my number was 675. So you'll be underclocked to 675 or 67.5%. Looks good. Let's make sure your output is linked up. Where are these flowing? These are flowing this way? Okay. Now, our output of Caterium ingots is going to be 70.071. So I need to make sure that we have Mark 6 belts connecting the mergers, or Mark 4 belts, excuse me. And then they can come out this way and go into quick wire constructors. I don't actually need that there. I need a little bit of space as a guideline, I guess. But just a little bit. All right, let's get the ore flowing. We're just going to come this way. Right down the middle. Can't quite get all the way. Now we take power. And the ingots begin production. Okay. We've got Caterium ingots. Let's get some quick wire going. Let's see. Java's the original. Bedrock is written in C++ and is cross-platform. There was also a legacy console edition. Not many people like Bedrock, but it's all they have on consoles and phones. So the Java version that you wanted to get running, you run that on PC? Like, is that running on your computer? You have a laptop or a gaming computer or something? I don't actually know what your gaming setup is. I assume you have some sort of computer. Okay, we do have ingots. That's good news. All right, next up, let's examine our recipe here. We want 5.839 constructors. So we'll call that 5.84. We'll build 5 or 6 of these. Let me get another lookout tower down. You have a gaming laptop? Cool. That's what I have. I think we can get away with 5. Let's see. Do I have a template for this? I have smelters, assemblers, and refineries. I do not have a template for constructors, interestingly enough. Okay. Well. Let's get one going. How many do we think we want here? 5? I think, well, we might as well fit in as many as we want because it's easier to delete than add. Let's get some constructors going, shall we? All right, we'll build it right in the middle and we'll go side to side here. Two, 3, 4. Looks like 5 is what I can fit in, about. All right, let's do 5. 5 constructors. We'll have a manifold in going from inputs from right to left. So let's get splitter here coming in from behind. And we'll keep the last one just in case we want to extend this further. That looks fine. Okay, there's our inputs. Let's do power poles. I guess that's fine as is. There's our inputs. I've established this convention that the input box is green. I don't think we need much else. I think we need the output manifold. I guess my convention should be that because usually I'm chaining these things together. Everything moves from, I guess, right to left. Makes sense to me. So I put the inputs here that moves to the left. And then we gather them up from right to left when facing this way. And it ends up over here for input into the next chain. I guess that's kind of how I've been working, so I guess we'll keep doing it. Let's get our mergers down. There we go. Hey, Silas, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. I'm not sure what message you're talking about, Pila. Oh, you can't see the game. Son of a bee sting. I'm so sorry, guys. I left the damn diagram up, didn't I? My bad. Fixed. Sorry about that. Now I understand what you were complaining about. Oh, you know what I should do? I should make sure I can see more of my screen on the flow. I'm really sorry about that. I do that from time to time, every once in a while, and goddamn, does that bother me when I make that mistake? Because I know how long did I leave it up for? Like 3 full minutes of you guys just staring at that? My bad. You're actually wrong. I want you pointing this way for the output. There we go. I mean, what can I say? Sometimes Josue is not the best producer of his own stream. I guess that's what I would say. All right, we've got 5 constructors. Let's add this to our template list. Call this 5 constructors. We'll select the icon to be the constructor. We'll set the directory to be templates, production, and we'll save the blueprint. Okay. All right, now we have the template we need. All right, blueprints, 5 constructors. The splitters are on the back. Wait. I think it's like that. Hold on. Let me look at this. Yeah, there's my input. Now, can I nudge this enough to get it lined up correctly? I think that's lined up correctly. And then we bring it here. Let's try that. You thought it was a leveling up system in the game or something? No, it's from a website. Okay, so what I have is, in OBS, I have a button. I have this scene set up to show this static image. And I got it from, if you look in the bottom right, there's a link to the tool that I use. It's called satisfactorytools.com. And what you can do is, this is a static image, but the website, you go in, you plug in what you want and the recipes you want to use, and it shows you a flow diagram of what you need to build, right? So I need 5.84 constructors, and then in OBS, I have a button to toggle it on and off to show it on stream so you can see what I'm talking about. And so I can see it actually. But I always make the mistake of going back to the game without turning off the view like that. So kind of sucks. All right, so it's 5.84. Yes, all right, 5.84 quick-wire. And let me just write that in here. 5.84 quick wire. Okay. That way I can remember the numbers. All right. So if I hook up the ingots here and then configure these to make quick wire and then hook them up to power. That's 5 of them, so we need to overclock this one to 184%. And then we just hook them to power and we're good. Okay, so there's our quick wire done. And they should all merge and come out here. That looks good. Okay, so now we're sort of... We've taken our Caterium ore, we've turned it all into quick wire. Now we need to get the quick wire over to the oil. And I think we can do that like this. The one other thing we're going to need is a power line. Although there should be power out there actually, so I don't think we need to bring the power line in retrospect. Let's just start building towards the Spire Coast. And we'll head over in the general direction of where we're trying to go. I will need to adjust this a little bit. So if I search for oil, I actually know where it is. It's kind of over here somewhere. We found it before. So we're going to see the ones we've already exploited here. And then there's more over in this area somewhere. Oh, there's one out there. There's a pure node out there. We are kind of aimed in that direction. Maybe we just head over there and use that one. Although a pure node is probably too valuable. There's something down here. We need to kind of dogleg a little bit. You built a demo for ray tracing in Minecraft. I built a ray tracer in college. It was one of my favorite computer graphics programs that I made. It's kind of... Okay, so let's just keep going this direction for now. We'll get the quick wire over here somewheres. Now, do I want to cut this direction here? I don't think so. Let me scan for oil and see if I can get it to show up where we actually want to go. Real-time path tracing looks great. Is it over here? We're closer to it, but we're not quite close enough to get the ping, it looks like. I think we want to head due east. We want to snake through here, I think. If we want to head due east... We actually need to go back kind of a bit here. Still not quite far enough back to... There's a very narrow place where we can make that work. I didn't leave anything floating in the sky there, did I? I don't think so. So we want to come from somewhere around here, I think. Now, I used to know a way to pivot or hinge. I guess this doesn't super matter. I can't quite tell if that's due east. I think that's due east. I guess what I want to do is place that and then lock that in and then nudge it kind of like that. We can't get it to line up exactly. But that's pretty decent. And then we go, yeah, then we go here. And traveled pretty much due east. It looks like I got it mostly right. Let's take this. Let's see how far we can get this to work. Looks like we can just... Oh, looks like I've just about threaded the needle here in terms of this thing and that thing. We'll be kind of going through some trees. A little bit of foliage there. I guess that's okay. And we can take this path due east for quite a while. And I wish there were some sunlight out. I'll cut this down. You did some grinding today, so you have lots of food for when you resurrect the final boss. Okay. What is the final boss? Isn't it a dragon in Minecraft? Isn't there like a dragon down at the bottom of the map or something? I seem to recall hearing about that or reading about that somewhere in terms of content within the game. We've exploited all of these. I'm pretty sure there's more over here. I want to see it though on the map. It's a long way to be taking all this quick wire, I must say. Okay, we're gonna have to go further. Quite a bit. It's a lot of belts. It's a lot of belts. So go past our original oil factory over here, or oil production plant. Petroleum production plant? I guess that's what you call it. I'm gonna have to go back and belt all this, which is gonna be annoying, but we can do it. Go through the waterfall. Then over here, there should be more oil. I feel like I should be close enough to be able to find it now. Where are you, extra oil? There you are. Okay, so we're actually headed in just perfectly the right direction. We just keep going, and we'll get where we need to be. There's more oil over here than we actually need, but that's okay. We're gonna have to bring the Caterium down, or the quick wire down, and then bring the computers up. But we have a road over there, and yeah, there's plenty of ways we can do it. There, I can actually see it. You can actually see it. Yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3 right there. What purity are you? You're impure. You're normal. You're impure. So probably I batched the two impures together. Let me double check. How much oil do I actually need? 197 per minute. Okay. And from an impure node, I can get what? I don't actually know. Should we go double check? So if I build an extractor on you, how much can I get? 60 meters cubed, 60 cubic meters. So I can get up to 180 from this if I go all in. But I would still need another source to get up to the numbers I need. Because in terms of raw crude oil, I need 197. So probably I combine the two impure nodes. I just go up to 100 on each. Like if I go up to 100 on each of these, or 165. That gets me what I need. All right. We'll come back to this. So the pure node we're going to leave alone for another day. I think that's the pure node and that's the impure. Oh, that's a normal node. We'll leave the normal node alone for another day. We'll take this other impure node. I'm not exactly sure. Where do I want to build my actual computer factory? I want to get it away from the normal node and over towards the Caterium. But I don't want to pump the oil up. I only want to lift up the finished product and then bring the Caterium down. So like, what about water extractors? Yeah, you're too shallow. We can use some of this area here, I think. Now, I don't think we can get rid of this guy. I don't think so. I could be wrong about that. I don't think I can take this mushroom down. I mean, we could try. Oh, I can. Wow. All right. But not this rock, right? This rock formation stays. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Okay. There's space here. We just don't want to impinge on that. So at some point in the future, I'll want to use that for something else. All right. Let's get a building. I think we have a vertical factory that kind of like starts around here somewhere. Let's go ahead and get you down. And so the base floor, the floor layer is going to be oil processing for sure, with refineries and whatnot. Let's start making work. Let's start planning out some space here to do oil processing and then building pipelines and things. Are the worlds in Satisfactory procedurally generated? No. Everyone plays on the same map. It's all curated. It's one curated map for everybody. And if you start again, you start in the exact same world. There's 4 different starting locations, actually. And it's very big. I'll say that for it. Now, how much space am I going to need here? I mean, that should be more than enough, I think. I think this should be a good space to work with here. So, what do we got? We got oil pipe, oil extractor 1 and oil extractor 2 over there. So back to looking at this, we're gonna make plastic and rubber and then residual fuel, which we're gonna burn. So I need 6, 7, I need like 8 refineries, I think. Let's see if we put them down here. I almost did it again. I almost did it again. I switched back to the game without turning off the graphic. Hang on. Yeah, all right. So let's use our blueprints for refineries here. Power is on the output side, I'm pretty sure. So let's see. Let's do something like this and then take a look. All right, so I've got walkway path. All right, so there's my input pipeline. I can actually bring crude oil from there and from over there. I think this is fine. And I need... Okay, I need to aim over here. To the side of you. Now, why all of a sudden are you not willing to... There we go. I think that's right. Yeah. Okay, so... Let's review our crude oil scenario. Crude oil goes into 3.214 plastic refineries. Let's start there. 3.214 plastic refineries. So you're going to make plastic. And you're going to be overclocked to 122 production. All right, and then you're gonna make plastic. And you're gonna make plastic. So let's get you guys painted for plastic. 1, 2, 3, there's plastic. All of this will be crude oil. And then... So there's our 3.214 plastic producers. Next up, we want the remainder of the crude oil going to 3.375 rubber refineries. 3.375 rubber refineries. So you're going to make rubber. And you guys are going away. All right, you guys are making rubber. God damn it, I keep doing it. I keep doing it. I keep doing it by not going back to the... I'm sorry, guys. It's just, it's hard to keep everything in my head at the same time. 3.375. All right, unshow that. Go back to the game. 3.375. All right. There's my 3 rubber refineries. So there's the 6 refineries that take in the crude oil. Rubber is kind of a gray color, so we've been doing this for the rubber factories. And then now I need to get the oil hooked up. So done with you. All right. We don't have any material inputs, only crude oil. All right, so now I can rebuild this. I need to refocus it so that the oil comes over in this direction. You are configured for 165. Let me copy your settings. Oh, I can't. All right. Well, let's get another one down. That looks fine. What did I want? 100 per minute or 99 per minute? Yeah, there we go. Let's pipe over. So you'll join the flow. A little awkwardly, but that's okay. What I can do here is set this to pipe so that they come out black at the start, and then we can change that later if we need to. And then as for you, you're kind of okay in your direction right now. Well, not exactly. And one you aimed kind of over here. Let's go ahead and... that'll work. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're not my buddy. You're another dog. Okay. I don't know where Creamsicle is then. We want to aim towards that pipe now for this node. Get you up to 99 per minute. Get you connected up. Oh, we just won't quite reach. That's sad. Oh, it's kind of ugly anyway. I messed that up. Should be there. Okay. Let's get a little bit closer. What about there? Can you connect to that? Not quite. Is that aligned correctly? It is. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do at all. There we go. Okay, you connected, and now you should be able to hook up just fine. Okay. This looks pretty decent. It's a good start. So the outputs will have to be separated. That's no question. That's got to happen. But there we go. We've got the oil coming in, making the plastic and the rubber. And our output's going to be plastic, rubber, and heavy oil residue. So, actually, the pipes can all fit together, I think. You gotta watch Logan's Run? Why do you have to watch that? Confused. Let's check the diagram one more time. Okay. So, the secondary byproduct from all 6 of these is heavy oil residue. So we can combine all those pipes, put them into the residual fuel recipe, and then burn off the fuel. That's fine. Let's take care of that. Why don't we do that first? So, all 6 of you are producing heavy oil residue. And for that, we want the nice purple color to signify, hey, this is heavy oil residue, right? Right. Okay. Heavy oil residue. I think we can put another one of these down and just put it backwards. Let me lock that in for a second and take a look at that. Yeah, that looks fine. Heavy oil residue can come right over here. feed in. You can make residual fuel. How does that work? Yeah, residual fuel. Okay. And then I need how many? I need to overclock this. 1.661. Yeah, 1.661. Okay. Why don't we just bang that out to just to be sure. Or 66.5 per minute? Okay. That should work. You stay your normal color because you're making residual fuel. And then your fuel just goes into a generator or two. What I will need to get for you is power, however. We don't have kind of power for anything set up yet. Let me bring this down in front. Your output's going to be fuel, which is going to have to go to the generator. So I'll grab that. We'll grab this over here. Get this connected up with these guys. So all these guys are in a network now. We got to get that connected back home to somewhere. We do have, yeah, so up here, I don't know if I can get up there. If I feather, yeah, I can feather and land here. Refuel and go up the rest of the way. The lateral move is a little tough here. Come on. Oh, I see. There's a hard drive down there that I may or may not have gotten. All right, let's see if we can figure out the best place to put the power tower. It looks like up on this archway could connect to something. We do have a tower up there. Maybe, actually, hold on. Maybe right over here would be a good place. We could connect to that. Or maybe down here? Yeah, I could put one here, I think. So if we have a tower platform here, and then we try to connect it to that, that'll work. Perfect. Okay. That gets us some power over here locally. And then we need to get down to the ground. Where do I want to be on the ground for this power? Maybe down there. That'll work. Okay. You heard it's a good movie? That's the only reason you gotta watch it? You don't have to do a report on it or something? Or... The way you said it, it sounded like it was homework. All right, these guys are connected to the network. Oil pump number 1 is connected to the network. We're gonna have to get oil pump number 2 connected to the network. Now, the other thing is, once those start pumping out plastic and rubber, just telling yourself, I see what you're saying. I got you. This is gonna be fuel coming out, and we need to burn it off. So let me put down a fuel generator here. We just need the one, I think. Dang it. I fell off. I fell off and I hurted myself. Fuel generator. Yeah. We can put you right here. Let me just H that for a second. I think we want to move it back by 1. Or maybe 2. Where are your feet? Yeah, we want it right there. Okay. So, Mr. Fuel Pipe, let's switch our swatches before we build this. But I might not even need a connector for this. I think I can go direct from source to port. Yeah, just like that. And then once you're running... And why aren't you running? You don't have power at all? Why don't you have power? Did I not connect this up? Okay, well, how is this not connected? Ah, right. This is two separate blueprints, so I needed to do this. There we go. Okay. So now, our output here of fuel, 66.5 per minute or whatever, goes in here. And if we double check the thing, we're going to have 66.429 fuel per minute. And I don't remember how much this can burn, but I think it's... I can't remember how much this can burn of ordinary fuel. Is it 15? Do I need like a bunch of these? Oh, that's off. That's just ever so slightly off because the placement of... I might need more of these. We might have to reconsider this in a moment, depending on if I can overclock it or not. But I don't like that. I don't like that, so let's fix that for sure. Yeah, not a fan of that at all. No, that's not good either. Yikesy. One more try? That's kind of what I want. And then we finish up with that. Okay. So, are you filling up with oil? What's going on over here? This is running, so it's starting to fill up some things. That's full of crude oil. That's slowly filling. What about you? What are you up to? Yeah, you're making plastic and heavy oil residue. Okay. That's slowly filling up. Okay. It's coming over here. It's not really getting here yet. But you have a little bit. You should be making a little bit of fuel. Right? Okay. And then your little bit of fuel should be going into this pipe. And coming over here. It's gonna harvest 20 cubic meters of fuel per minute, and we need it to harvest 60. So I don't think, even if we overclock it to 40, we're gonna need two of these. We are gonna need two of these. Okay. Let's reconstruct this. So what we'll have instead is we'll have two of them facing that way. So I want you like that, and then as close as you can get. Yeah, like that. And then another one right next to it. Come on, let me have a place to stand here. This is where the hover pack comes in handy if you have it. Okay. Let's get junctions. 1 and 2. Where are you? Right there? All right, that looks correct. That should feed these 2 generators. And then they naturally do 20 per minute. And we need 66.429. So 66.429 divided by 2 gets me 332145. 332145. 332145. So 33.4, 33.2, 33.4 cubic meters. That should be half of what we need. By the way, what is this? Yeah, okay. So 167% clock speed will burn us off the fuel that we're going to be making here. Oh no! No. I'm out of power shards. Yikes. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go home and make some power shards. You come out to the edge here. We need to connect to you. Where's your connection? Oh, it's on your other side. Okay, well, that's not great, but all right. Let's connect you then. And let's actually remove this real quick. And bring you over to this guy. 1 and 2. Okay. So that's good. We've got the oil flowing. I do need to get more power shards. Then we got to bring the deuterium over here to take that, plus the plastic and the rubber, and make the circuit boards and the computers. We're doing pretty well so far. This is progressing nicely. Is the output flowing? To a degree. To a degree. And we don't have everything we need. Let's see. I'm going to need a summer sloop. I'm going to need a constructor. Let's get you attached to power somewhere. Come on, there's got to be something somewhere. Where's there a power line? There. Too far away? Wow. Can't believe how much trouble I'm having finding a power line. Here we go. There we go. All right. Now, you are going to make power shards for me. Immediately overcharge. Use your own power shards to hurry things up here a bit. I'm going to need to get my slugs out. Okay, change your recipe to... Come on. This one. This is yellow slugs. Okay. We should have the we should have some more power shards in a minute here. Actually, while this is running, I need to do another hub thing. Let's do this one. Do I have the computers for that? Probably not yet, but I do have this. Okay. Pipeline Engineering Mark II. That could be, that's going to come in handy. We're going to need 1,000 rubber, 1,000 plastic. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you. Then rubber's over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you. And then 50 heavy industrial frames. Probably don't need more than 2 stacks of this. All right, let's get that milestone kicked off, grab our power shards, and get back to the build.
Milestone reached. Pipelines and pipeline pumps can now be upgraded to Mark II. They are like Mark I, but better. Pipes seem to be objects of fascination to humans. In fact, there are recorded instances of humans doing nothing but thinking about pipes for hours.
Yeah, well, humans are like that. Pipes are complicated. I don't know if it's really the pipes themselves or the fluid dynamics and how they interact with the pipes or how we move fluids around. Like that's probably the more interesting question or concept. But yeah, certainly there's like, I remember when I was in update 7 a year and a half ago, I found like dozens of YouTube videos and like a whole like technical manual on how to use pipes in the game. It was kind of crazy. I'm very low on summer sloops at the moment. And it might be time to retrieve the ones that I was using before we go back. It might be time to retrieve the ones I was using for the heavy industrial frames. Let me top up this. And this. No, I don't need that. Okay, let me drop off my grass and wood. Because I might as well, right? Actually, I do need to top up my solid biofuel for the chainsaw. There we go. Yeah, I think it's time to go get my summer sloops back from heavy industrial frame manufacturing. Let's just double check. I think it was completely full. I think the container over here was completely full. So we have thousands of these available now. So let's go get our summer sloops back and reduce the power draw. It's funny. It's not just the 1,000 there. There's also, I think, another container over here. And then there's probably at least 300 or 400 on this line. Oh, right. This was going to be the Explorer, right? I don't know if it's faster to run and just run there, or if it's faster to build and drive. Like, which would have gotten me there faster in the long run? Probably, if I did it from the start, building and driving is faster, I think, than running. All right, let's take all the summer sloops back. We don't need them in here anymore. So the power draw goes from 600 megawatts. Oh, I guess, yeah, the power draw is from the overclocking, huh? Not from the summer sloops. All right, fair enough. Let's go home. Okay, let's drop off. I guess it couldn't hurt to carry around my summer sloop so I know how many I have. Mercer spheres too. I don't know. I can't lose anything on death, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Where are we going now? We're gonna go back and finish working on the computer factory, which means I'm gonna need to grab all this deuterium and get it over here. So this is a long ass belt I need to build. I might as well get this done because this is gonna be a giant pain in the ass. Better to have it done and not worry about it anymore. At least we got the path built, so we know roughly. Like we can get 90% of the way there, and then we got to mess around with lifts and stuff. But this part is just tedious. This doesn't require, like, it's easy, but it's tedious. I should have picked up more of these, but I didn't. All right. I'm gonna bring you to here. Yeah, okay, we're set. So a long run back, building belt along the way. Bringing quick wire out to the computer factory makes sense, I think. I'm building from my dimensional depot now. You can see it refilling as I draw it out to build, but that is such a cool feature. It's a long pipe. It's a long belt. It's a very long belt. But honestly, it takes less time to do this than to build a truck station route or a train. Like later on, when I'm moving more freight than my belts can handle, and like I have factories making thousands of things per minute or whatever, then trucks and trains become more necessary. Honestly, I'm looking forward to playing with drones. I really didn't get to play with drones in this game yet, so I'm interested to see how they work too. I'm running real low on industrial beams here. I don't know if I'll be able to get all the way. All right, so the quick wire is here. The quick wire is here. Fantastic. We're gonna need to go a little bit further with this, but we'll figure that part out later. We need to take the plastic and the rubber and do stuff with it. So the next steps would be, we take the plastic and the quick wire to make the circuit boards. Yeah, we have to take the plastic and the quick wire and make circuit boards. Some of the quick wire. Okay. Well, this feels like a pretty good place to take a break. We've done a lot of the precursor work. We've got our oil turned into plastic and rubber, with the excess byproducts being turned into fuel and burned and added to the grid. We've got our deuterium quick wire here. So all that's left to do is make the circuit boards and then the computers and then ship them home somehow. But I think that's gonna be a good place to take a break. That's an hour and a half of streaming. I need to get some breakfast. You guys have things to do with your days as well. So Zach, Austin, Pilachu, and Red Rex, plus Silas, and anybody watching the VOD in the future, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Apologies for the technical error there. This is really helpful for being productive with my time, but obviously I'm not a very good producer because I keep forgetting to turn it off before I switch back to the game. I'll try to be better about that. I think I'm going to make that mistake at least once or twice again, but I'll do my best. And thank you for being in chat and telling me about it so I remember to fix it. I'm going to get some breakfast, and then we'll be back later this afternoon with more Satisfactory. Until then, take care, guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll see you next time.